Heavy metal horns to you. How you doing out there? We are back with a band called Crimson Glory. We did them a couple of weeks ago, and we did the song Red Sharks. And Garrett, he said, man, the first two albums, Transcendence and something else, which we'll learn about, is his favorite albums from the band. He thinks those are the best. So we're going to do Masque of the Red Death. Now, I know that it's not Masque, but they've spelled it very fancy like. It's not M-A-S-K. And so I wanted to say Masque of the Red Death, if I can do that. So that's the song that we're going to do from the Transcendence album, going back to that album like we did for, what was it, Red Sharks, I believe was the title of the song that we did. Yes. And so we'll be doing Masque of the Red Death for Garrett today. First, what we do, if you weren't aware of what we did the last time, is we're going to get into all of the details of this band, and then we're going to listen to the song Masque of the Red Death. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Wasn't Masque of the Red Death like one of those old Hammer films? Hammer horror films from way back in the like 1940s or something, right? Let's get into it. Crimson Glory. They have 27,292 monthly listeners to the Spotify account. Top 5 jams. They all come from the Crimson Glory self-titled album, except for the last song, Lonely, which is on Transcendence. In the number 1 slot, you got Queen of the Masquerade, 958,000 plays. You got Lost Reflection, 591,000 plays. Valhalla, 389,000 plays. Azrael, that sounds like a ballad if I've ever heard one. Is that the ballad? 247,000. I can just hear, Azrael, don't go to hell. Just come on, baby, you can ring my bell. Then Lonely, 303,000 plays, so that's the top 5. Now we're going to get into them albums and see what they've released. And this will tell us, the Garrett's favorite albums. So guess what? The top 5 there was songs from the albums that he likes. He likes the self-titled 1986 Crimson Glory. And then you've got 1988 Transcendence. That's the album that we're doing here. Then you got Strange and Beautiful, 1991. And Astronomica, 1999. And it looks like, did they put out Gaiden of Shadows demo 2012 is a single that they put out some time ago. Now we're going to get into them related artists, and it's going to tell us who they might play shows with, who do people listen to when they listen to it. Hell, we just did Riot, and Crimson Glory was mentioned there. Let's see if they give them the reach around, and Riot is mentioned here. You've got Jag Panzer, yes. Vicious Rumors, yes. Hellstar, what a crazy great band, right? Back in the day, I owned that record. I was like, wow. The Nosferatu. Omen, all of these bands are the same ones. Armored Saint, Attacker, Sanctuary, Liege Lord, we've mentioned them several times. Manila Road, Grim Reaper, Lizzie Borden, Stormwitch. Okay, on Riot's list, all of those bands were there. Almost all of those bands were there, except for they had the courtesy to mention Crimson Glory. Crimson Glory did not do the reach around on them, so we have confirmed that. It is time to get into that bio, and yes, if you paid attention to Red Sharks when we did it, then you're probably going to see about the same stuff here, because you've got an image and it's the 5 guys in the Spookster metal masks. And I don't know, I asked the question before, did they wear those all the time, or was that just a thing that they did for some images? But they got the beautifully feathered and curly hair, glamour shot style, and they're saying, Shane, we've come to kill. The progressive metal band Crimson Glory formed in Florida in 1982, Vocalist Midnight. And he's passed on, yes? Put that in the comments below. Guitarist Jeff Drenning and Ben Jackson, bassist Jeff Lords, and drummer Dana Burnell had played together for over 3 years before Roadrunner signed the band and released the Crimson Glory album in 1986. The album received good reviews, prompting MCA to pick up the group for the 1988's Transcendence. Burnell and Jackson were dumped soon after the album was released, and the duo later resurfaced as the heavy metal band Pariah, releasing Envision on Alpha Records. Crimson Glory then recruited drummer Ravi Jakhorta for 1991's Strange and Beautiful. After the sessions were complete, Midnight left the group, which briefly forged on with a new vocalist, David Van Landing, before breaking up. So there you have that. There you have that, everybody. It is time. We're going to go down here to the Transcendence album for Garrett, and we're going to listen to the song Masque of the Red Death. Do you like it better, Masque? Masque of the Red Death. This is the magic titty. I'm going to give you a juicy taste. I'm going to give you a nice big taste of it, and I'm going to take a taste. We listen to this song together for the very first time. Does that sound like a fun thing for you to do with me? Won't you join me in this? Let's do it. Here we go. Masque of the Red Death. It's the first track on the record. Rototoms. Second record from the band. Oh yeah, I like the sound of that. That's a great riff. The Hour of Midnight. I dig. I can see where Vicious Rumors and a lot of those bands, Sanctuary, would be influenced by this band. He's got a great voice. Show us your face. I've never seen that movie. Is he singing about the movie? Drummer's going for it. I can hear bands like Queensryche and Sanctuary and Vicious Rumors and all of them being influenced by this. Play with that whammy. Yeah, he's working that whammy bar. Yeah. Yeah, the drummer's got it. They're all good. Love those high tones. Where dragons rule, and that was the other song Garrett was saying, hey, if you ever decide you want to get into a little Crimson Glory, he said that those first two albums were his favorite, and he put in, he said, Masque of the Red Death or Where Dragons Rule, and that was the song that just popped on there. What say you? I'd love for all my friends and fans, and not fans, I'd love all my friends and freaks out there to get in the comments below and tell me exactly what you think of Crimson Glory and what you think of this album Transcendence and what you think of the song Masque of the Red Death. Good, great, fantastic. Yes, Shane, I agree with Garrett. These are two amazing albums, and this is my favorite album, and I'll tell you that right now. I'll tell you hands down, Transcendence is my favorite record, and so you can put that in your hat and smoke it. Red Sharks, good song, and this one right here was my all-time favorite. Is that true? What are your all-time favorite songs from the band? Did you ever see them live, and did they wear those masks? Is there video that we could watch of them wearing those masks? I think we did the reaction video to Lonely, and I think they were wearing the masks, weren't they? I can't remember. All-time favorite album from the band, all-time favorite song. Were you lucky enough to see them back in the 80s? What was the experience like the first time you heard them? If in fact they are your favorite band, what do you remember it feeling like? Shit! Did you do that? Or you could say not good, not great. Shane, it just didn't hit me in the goodie bags. They're kind of a definitely more of a progressive kind of hard rock band as opposed to kind of just glam, which I've always thought that they were more glammy, but that doesn't sound as glammy to me. At least those first couple of records don't. But it was not my cup of tea. Hard pass on this. Thank you very much for the time, patience, courtesy, and kindness. But I'm never going to listen to this again. Thank you. All of that can be put in the comments below. Garrett, there's some thumbsies and some heavy metal hornsies to you. And if you have a hard rock heavy metal special request, you'd like to see it on this channel, and you say, well, I'd like to see my requests on there just like all the rest of these dingbats that are getting on here and doing theirs. It's simple. All you have to do is click one of them links in the description below, or you can put it in the comments. If you put it in the comments and I see your request and I like what you got, I said, that's very good. That's very interesting. And here's an FYI for you. It doesn't have to be someone that's popular. It can be some obscure hard rock or heavy metal that maybe no one's ever heard of. That's even better for me. I like that. You can put it in the comments. If I see it, I'll hit it with a heart, and I'll tell you I'm going to do it. And that's how you'll know that your request will be coming up. That's all I got for this, okay? Crimson Glory.